So that style of being clean, like how would you, to someone that might be like newer to photography, that might not, they might think they know what that means and be like, oh yeah, I got that, and then they go out and just not do it at all. How would you describe that to someone? And then is that like your style? Is the clean style? Would you say, like, is that kind of like your aesthetic?
Yeah, yes, and when I say clean, like I don't really put like filters. Like I don't like a lot of filtering on images. Obviously, now we can use like denoise an image a little bit because there might be grain in a photo that you may not like. So that's not what I mean. Not overly denoise, but like because
Right,
some
right,
grain
right,
is
right.
good. But
Yeah, not where it's
yeah,
like it almost looks like plastic. Yeah.
yeah, like they should still look like a person, you know. Um Yeah, they should still look like human being. But I would say like just like I was saying about Bruce, like I don't want a distraction. So like someone's foot should not be in a photo of like you have this full body of an athlete and then somebody's foot is there. I would either try to crop it so that the foot is gone or I wouldn't post it. If it's a little bit out of focus, I'm probably like, that's because to me that's not clean. I don't like
Right.
that unless the image the way it's supposed to be out of focus a little bit because you're trying to capture something else and that image will speak for itself, right? um
Hmm.
but I would say that like not too much filtering, not too much filtering, some texture to it a little bit, but not too much filtering. And then I try to like my photos. It's so funny because like was talking to another photographer about this, but like he prefers like images that might be a little bit darker, and I like light stuff. Like I like having it like very lit up. That's more of my
Yeah.
style. But that doesn't mean there's anything because his stuff is good. Like you know what I mean? Like his stuff looks really good. So it's also like just because his is darker doesn't mean that it's bad. Like these are really good images. But my personal taste is light stuff. But and that's important because I think people need to know like you can have your own style. That's what makes you you. So have your own style and be okay with your own style. Some people will love it and some people won't, but that's okay, right? That's okay.
What advice do you have for those people that are trying to develop their style? Like, how does one develop a certain style, or how did you develop your style?
I think just trial and error, just like trying different things. And that's where being at my affiliate, like that's where that was like my playground to like practice a lot of stuff. Even like basketball, like shooting high school basketball, sometimes I'll try different things just to see like, do I really like this? Is this good? Let me try this angle this way, or let me try like this and just try it. Like you're not gonna know till you try like a bunch of different ways. And then eventually like you will find your groove and then you'll be like, oh, this is it. Like it's so funny. Like this is kind of a sidebar. I was with my mom one time at her house and I was editing photos and I was like, nope, nope. And she was like, are you gonna pick any? Like I kept hitting delete and I was like, nope, nope. And she was like, what? And then I was like, oh, that's it. And she was like, what? And then she's like, oh, that looks good. And then I was
Well, I
like,
was like,
that's it. And then I saw another one. I'm like, that's it. That's it. That's it. Because in basketball,
that's
you're
so
gonna have a
funny.
lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's so
Cause
funny
she was
because we are so ruthless with like our like
mhm.
own shots. We're just like, especially if you shoot like a good amount of photos or whether it's video or whatever, you're just going through and you're just so like emotional about anything that you've ever like. You're just like, nope, 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 nope. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that
I
makes
mean, yeah.
perfect sense.
And you know when you have a good, you're like, oh, that's it right there. Like that's what I tell myself, like, oh, that's it. That's it. But I think like
Yeah,
trial and error, and I think too, like, don't be afraid, like if it's athletes that you're friends with, like try stuff out with them, right? Because like one, they're your friends and they're getting free photos. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna get the pictures, but that's your chance to like just try it and see what works and what doesn't work. And eventually you will find like your groove and you'll find like what you really like and then what makes your image your image. But I do think that that takes just practice and it just takes reps and then not being afraid to like try the same thing and like shooting. Like one thing I told somebody at a basketball game, and he's like a newer photographer, and he was like, I saw your Instagram, like you have different, like your shots are different. And he was like, my shots all look the same. And I told him, I said, you have to shoot at a different focal length, right? Like, so try to shoot like at a different focal length. Like, don't always like,
Yes.
you don't want to keep having the same shots all the time. And sometimes it's a money thing, but I was like, you go buy used stuff. Like all 90% of my stuff is used. So,
Yes. Yes.
like try different, that'll show a variety of shots.
Awesome.